It's happening! My coffee is officially open for commissions! Yeah! But before you go looking around there and buying everything willy-nilly, I'll go over my whole coffee page, going through the process of what you get when you pay, how the payment works, refunds, and most importantly, terms of service. If you're not familiar what terms of service are, you'll know what they are soon. This video could also help someone who hasn't started commissions yet to have a formal idea on what a coffee page for commissions could look like. But let's see here. This is the About page. This is the main page that you first see when you click the link in the description or on my YouTube profile. Now, for the record, my page can look a bit different from your POV because I'm the owner of this page, but it's mostly the same. You can see that there are 5 little categories, and here's the commissions. This is where all the commissions happen, but before we look into those, let's actually go all of these in order, okay? So the About page, there's simple info, and there's a little quote that I added that I feel like is very fitting for how I'll do commissions. I can draw anything, but I won't draw everything. And that is because there are certain things that I will not draw for you no matter how much you pay. And just a simple introduction, and yeah, this is the home of donations and commissions, supporting what I do here online. And as you can see right here, there is a line, commission line, and it is currently 0 because when I'm currently recording this, of course my commissions aren't open yet, so of course there's no one here. And then we have my YouTube and Twitch, which is currently dead. Don't go to my Twitch, there's nothing there. Over here we have support. You can just donate a little message if you so wish. I'm currently still trying to figure out how to get these sort of donations to show up on stream, because that could be a cool way to talk on stream with other people and to, like, you know. But otherwise, it's just a simple donation. If you want to support what I do, you can. But if you want to pay the same amount, there is a membership now. I made one tier in there, but we're gonna look at it very soon. Just hold on about the membership, because right under that is my commission terms of service. Terms of service, or TOS for short, are the rules set by the owner of the business to ensure that everyone follows their terms, or else there will be no service. It's a pretty simple thing, and I am now going to read through all of this. Okay, I'm gonna look at that zoom so that you can see everything over here. At the start here, we have I will draw. So these are the things that I will draw. We have human and humanoid, you know, just a simple human or a human with animal ears, some sort of robotic bits, that sort of thing. Then there's full-on robots. I can draw full-on robots if you so wish. Then there's full-on furry and anthropomorphic creatures, and not to mention there's 4-legged creatures like cats and dogs and, you know, that sort of thing. Then there's mild gore and blood. I can do a bit of that, but personally I get a bit iffy when drawing a lot of that, so that's why the extreme gore is not. And yeah, creatures and animals. These are pretty straightforward. I will not draw not safe for work, not NSFW, because I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. Offensive art. No matter how much you pay, I will not draw something that is offensive to someone else. I'm not gonna draw that. And fetish art is connected to not safe for work. I'm not gonna do that. And yeah, extreme gore makes me iffy. It makes me Now for the actual TOS that I have wrote an actual fucking essay. I can and will refuse service if I feel uncomfortable. If your commission doesn't meet my TOS, do not commission me. If you already know that one of your arts that you want is a part of this, Don't commission me. It's gonna save both of us time and money and resources. Don't do it. Do not express your commissioned art as your own. I still own the credit for the piece, and if you plan on posting the art anywhere, link them to my Kofi or YouTube page. So this ties into people stealing other people's art and claiming it as their own. We don't tolerate that sort of thing here. You paid for the art, yes, but you still didn't draw it. So you can't just go around saying that, oh, I drew my character, look at this. No, you didn't. You paid for it and I drew it for you. So I still own a bit of credit and ownership over the art, which then leads me to the next points here. Do not use my art pieces at advertising crypto, NFT, and etc. Also, do not feed my art into AI. I do not open AI specifically. I do not support any of these things and don't want my work being associated with them. I don't like it. I don't like it. Also, do not sell my art as your own. Do not make a profit off of someone else's work unless discussed with me first. Uses for my art are profile pictures, channel banners, GIFs, posting with credit, and reaction to PNG tuber sprites. That's gonna be a future thing that is not currently a thing, but it's gonna be in the future. Pricing comes from work per hour counting. For my age in my country, people get around €9 per hour. I use that to average out the pricing for everything. The more detailed the art, the more hours it will take to create. After you enter sketching phase, the estimated time for your work to be finished is under 2 months. It can be just a day or a month. It all depends on what you, the client, ordered. And another thing that influences commission work speed is how many other clients are waiting for their comms to be done. So for example, if someone in the commission line asked for a full rendered, full detail, full body commission, it is a very big artwork that it will take literal days to finish. So that'll slow down the whole line. And if anything, if it gets into a point where there's 10 people in the commission line, that's when commissions are just gonna close for a second and I'm gonna focus on getting through all of those commissions. At this current moment, I don't think my commission line is going to be too bad at the start, but who knows what the future will hold. I personally do not know, so we'll just see how it goes. For every single piece, it's going to be done under 2 months. I will try to keep that in line, and it all depends on what you order and other life expectancies, like other work in real life for me. It all just depends on that. Wanting to add more than one character increases the price. Wanting a very detailed background will also increase the price. YCN, or your character here, works will be the cheapest due to them taking less than an hour to complete. There is currently one your character here art pieces for offer, and and for the price, it's very low compared to the other ones because it literally takes under an hour to complete. If the payment app, PayPal, which is what fuels Kofi's whole business plan, doesn't work, I cannot do anything about it. Kofi is directly connected to PayPal, and PayPal needs you to be 18 plus to have your own account. Add payment, you'll be asked to pay via your PayPal balance account or your credit card. If you commission something without selecting the needed add-ons, I will not complete your wanted commission. Here's an example. Paid for a flat color head, but requested a full render in text. I'll explain this a bit more when we get to commissions, so you don't have to worry about that yet. We're not haggling any prices. This is not some form of free market. It's just these are the prices you pay. If not, then you're lost. Kofi asks for full payment right away. And before we start the sketching phase, I can refund you 100%. After the sketching phase has begun, if you pay by credit card, I physically cannot refund you just like 50%. If you paid by PayPal, I can probably, hopefully, maybe refund you 50%, but honestly, I don't know. Which is why I will not refund you at all. So I'm just being clear. I don't know how it works. We tried to test it with one of my friends, but they don't have PayPal, so we only could do it with their credit card, and that costed to just be a full-on refund and only 100% refund. So you gotta be very clear that you want this art piece, okay? You gotta be very clear. Got it. Sketching phase will be as long as needed. I will demand an extra €5 if you want extra sketching reworks. I will only redo the sketch twice. So for example, you asked for a pretty simple sitting down person, right? And I do the first sketch, and you want to like change the pose and a few accessories because I accidentally did it a bit wrong, and then I just change it, and then if you're happy with it, we can then move on. But if you keep wanting me to change stuff, keep changing, then I'm gonna demand that extra €5 because that's gonna be a lot of work for just reworks of the sketch. And it's kind of sad. You can do it twice though for free. That's fine. And you gotta list like, and you can list like all the changes that you want to make, but if you want to change the whole thing, then that's an extra €5. But if it's just like a few small changes, then it's fine. I will show you the whole process of sketching, line art, coloring, and rendering after you commission me. Except if I'm gonna ask you if you want to see everything coming together. If you don't want to see it, that's fine, but usually people want to see how everything goes, so I'm just gonna send everything. I will give you an update in direct message on the current commission line when you complete your payment. It should give you a very clear window of time before it is your turn to enter sketching phase. This same waitlist can be found on my About page on Kofi. So, after you commission me and that first message is sent, that, hey, this person wants this commission, I'm going to send one direct message and show you the current commission line and how many people are in front of you. And if no one is in front of you, I'm going to just straight up ask, are you ready to enter sketching phase? If you answer yes, there will be no refunds after this. Very clear. And then here's just some basic, the size of the artwork depends on what you, the client, request. YCN Works will have the listed sizes of the canvas. Usual pixel per pixel ratio is around 3000 for higher quality pictures. And they're usually PNG, but that is my terms of service. They're very important, and it's just something to keep in mind. I'm going to zoom out now because... So over here under that, I'm going to add this video right under my terms of service because this is basically an intro video for my whole Kofi. So anyone who goes onto my Kofi will see this video show up again. And after that is just the feed, which is basically the posts. And it's just the update post on commission works and other stuff. I'll talk more about it when we get to gallery. Now let's focus on that membership that I mentioned. So let's see here. Blob supporter? You can become a Blob supporter and pay €5 per month to get your name mentioned at the end of my videos, exclusive content, and behind the scenes. You will get a lot of special perks and maybe even a few early days access to newer videos. Who knows? It's a very special perk because even just these €5 donations help me a lot. So doing a bit of extra thing for people's money is just, that's what they deserve. That's what you guys deserve. Now let's look at the gallery here. I'm not gonna scroll that much because I do need to censor a bit of this, because this one right here is one of those behind the scenes that I already put out for the Blob tier supporters. Whoa. But the gallery is just basically It's just basically a show off of all of my past arts and characters. For example, there are my reference sheets for all of my characters. We have my persona Smörky in all his glory, and you can download these. You can download these for reference if you so need. And same with my My Little Pony characters. And you can also download these. Right there. Yeah. And over here you can see that I've made a blob tier special over here. I again need to blur it because yeah. And I also added a few art an art challenge for you guys already. There's things to do there. Otherwise you can have a look around yourself on my gallery. I'm just too lazy to blur this stuff out. I will be honest. As for posts, this is just basic post, and it's basically just every single post that I make. Back to the gallery here. Past commission arts. I will ask you as I complete your commission that if I can post this commission on my Kofi page and even as a speed paint on YouTube. If you don't want it, that's fine. But the reason why I want to do this is because it shows other people who might want to commission me what I've done in the past and how I've completed it and how fast and yada yada. So it gives, and also your characters will be on display for others to see. That's pretty cool. Especially if you have open socials. I will link those along with the art piece, but if you don't have an open social media account or don't want your name in that, then I won't add your name, that's fine. If you want to keep it private, we keep it private. Now let's get to the actual commissions. Now, the reason why this is here is because my commissions are still closed when recording this video. But guys, look, it's the YCN thing that I was talking about. It's chibi heads. Whoa, 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 whoa. Chibi heads. Very simple, cute, blobby heads for an easy profile picture. Flat colors only. You will receive flat color chibi head, both transparent PNG and fill PNG. So for example, Pomni here, you would only get a transparent Pomni and then this full filled background. And yeah, and if you were to request this, it'll open this, which give you very clear instructions on what to do. Describe your character, where you can add attachments, upload a file, because I need a picture of your own character, OC, or already existing character, okay? I'm not just going to draw someone's character based off of text. I need an actual visual reference, okay? And please make sure you have read the terms of service. That's what we did. You can refresh if you already forgot, but yeah. I can and will review service if my terms of service isn't met. And additional characters will not be added if you haven't paid with the right add-ons. There are the add-ons. This is what I was talking about in my terms of service. If you just describe your character here, but then and you want two characters, but then you don't click this, that, you know, doubles the amount of money that it's gonna cost. I'm not gonna make two characters, I'm just gonna make one if you don't add the add-on, because you're not paying the full price that two heads are going to cost you. So one head is going to be 3, two head is going to be 6, 3 heads is going to be 9, 4 head is going to be 12, 5 head is going to be 15, and 6 character is going to be 18. Because that's a lot of heads. That's a lot of drawing. So those are the chibi heads. It's pretty simple. Then we have a pony style commission, creature furry commission, and human humanoid commission. Now, the reason why I put pony as a fully different thing is because the pricing is a bit different. You can see that here with this mock-up I did. We have the head and neck, and that involves this area of the character, okay? I'm not gonna do the rest of the body, but I'm gonna do like basically half the body. I didn't know what to call it, so, you know. But I'm gonna do the hooves. That's like the main thing. With €7, flat color only, you can get a half pony. And if you want a full render, the half pony is gonna be €15. Because full rendering, like this for example, takes a while. Hi Caramel. And here is full body, full render, detailed background. This while we going. And it gives a good example. Now here again. Shush. Instructions. Name the character of a show or send a picture of your own character OC. No, I will not draw your character if you do not have any form of visual reference, as I stated before. Basically all these instructions are pretty much the same, except this, because in YCN works, there's already a base, but with these sort of commissions, you need to describe what the pose of what the character will be doing, or even send a reference picture of what you want the character to be doing. Otherwise, this is the same instructions, and from here you can describe the pose and what the pony will be doing, and pony reference add file right here. And then, if you don't add any other add-ons, it's only going to be this. It's going to be a flat color head and neck pony commission with the no detail background. Okay? If you don't select any of these, that's gonna be it. But if you select flat full body, let's say full body pony with black colors, so no shading and rendering. But if you select detailed background, that's gonna add a bit more. You can add the pony in a more detailed background, in like a park or mountains or the sky. If you don't select this, it'll just be a flat color or gradient background, because those are very simple to do. And the good example for it is here. It's just a flat color with a bit of darker blue here, and if we zoom, you can see all these tiny little foxes in the background. That's like the basic background that I'm gonna offer. If you want to render full body with detailed background, as you can see, it's gonna cost more, because it's gonna take a bit longer to do. If you want more characters in it, yeah, that's gonna be a lot. 2 characters, not too bad, I think. But yeah, it's pretty much the same with these two though. The only difference here is that these are specifically humans, and these are specifically creatures, furries, robots, anything that isn't just basically a human or humanoid. Otherwise, it's basically the same. These instructions are the same. These are basically the same. The only thing different from this is that it's just different creatures. Other than that, I think that's it. So if you want to support what I do here over on YouTube and other socials, you can support my Kofi. Or if you want something in return, more your money, you can commission me now. It is fully open now, fully public. In the future, there will be more different YCN work, so do have your notifications on Kofi. When you follow someone on Kofi, you can turn on notifications, so you'll be notified when there's going to be new limited your character here works. For example, I can do like a simple chibi base for certain holidays and stuff like that, so look out for that. Thank you for listening and even commissioning me if you do so wish. You do not have to, it is not mandatory. If you do become a member, thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You don't have to, but it will be greatly, amazingly appreciated. Other than that, look out for new videos coming next week.
Bye-bye!